Hey everyone, Michelle Kramer here coming to you live, your Live Abundantly life and health coach. I'm going to close out this It's Time to Feel Better series today. And here is my message to you. There are a lot of other things I could cover. There are a lot of other ailments that we deal with that I could talk about. But what I really want to talk about today is how badly do you want to feel better? I know so many of us deal with on a regular basis things that we think are just normal, everyday things. It's just normal. This is just life. I'm fatigued because it's life. I'm tired all the time. I can't sleep. My blood glucose is out of whack. I can't lose the extra 5 pounds. I feel bloated and gross all the time, but you know what? It's just life. A little story about myself. As many of you know, I do have a gluten intolerance, but for years, as a kid, and as a teenager and as an adult, I dealt with extreme chronic constipation, horrible bloating. I could remember being 9, 10 years old and at school, and my stomach would be so bloated that the kids would poke fun at me and say that I was pregnant because it was so big. And I was a skinny kid, but I'd have this huge stomach, and I was always so ashamed of it. And I can also remember being in so much pain at times that I would be doubled over, just crying and screaming as a child underneath the kitchen table. The doctors would tell my mom she needs more fiber. She needs more fiber in her diet. Get her on some fiber supplements, maybe every once in a while a laxative. But this is normal. This is fine. She just isn't getting enough fiber in her life. I have always been a lover of fruits and vegetables of all kinds. There's pretty much there's like maybe 3 things I don't even like. I'm not one of those people that is really picky about those things. I will eat everything in sight as far as fruits and vegetables go. So getting me more fiber was kind of easy. So I would eat whatever I could and still no change. We did fiber supplementation, and I'd get those fiber capsules that you take, and I would take 6 to 8 a day and still no change. I finally came to my own conclusion for a while there that I just didn't absorb fiber. I figured that's the problem because we tried everything, and I refused to do laxatives because, I mean, let's all be, we all know why. It wasn't until I started working towards a better eating habits as an adult after I had my kids, lost quite a bit of weight doing that, learning my relationship with food, but still the chronic constipation pursued. I had just accepted this is my life, going 1 time a week, it being painful, dealing with hemorrhoids. Yeah, I'm being so vulnerable and real right now. This is just my life. This is normal for me. So I had accepted that. But lo and behold, after I started working on my own health baby steps, getting my eating habits right, and then exercising, and then adding supplementation, and starting to go that lifestyle of really focusing on holistic health, I started realizing there's more to it than this. And I started taking control of it myself and not just depending on what I had been told for years, but really doing some research on my own and finding out what was going on. Because here's the thing, I wanted to feel better. I was tired of working so hard and getting no results and not understanding what was going on with my body. And I no longer was going to accept that was the norm. I knew better. And I think that's what I want to encourage you all to do is figure it out. Start working on looking into things yourself. How badly do you want it? How bad do you want to feel better? Are you in a place where you're finally ready to accept that feeling like crap all the time is not normal? Does it not have to be normal? I say that it is normal actually in our society for us to feel like crap all the time because we've just accepted all of these ailments. But we don't have to. You don't have to. I want to encourage you to take those steps towards making yourself healthy again. Do the things that you can do on your end to get there. do research on whatever you're dealing with. If it's chronic constipation, if it's insomnia, if it's constant fatigue, if there's several little things that don't feel right, and all together you think something's going on here. I've done gobs of research on stuff. I'd be happy to just help brainstorm with you and try and see if we can't figure out what's going on. I'm a big proponent for an advocate, I guess, for gut health. And I believe wholeheartedly that it's connected to so many things that we're dealing with. So if you're not taking a probiotic, if you're not using a magnesium supplement to help your body flush the toxins, if you're not replenishing the good gut bacteria and helping it grow with prebiotics, you need to look into those things. Don't just take my word for it. Start researching it. There are gobs of viable resources like Johns Hopkins Medical Center and Psychology Today and CNN. I mean, there's gobs of components that are getting research out on this stuff. It's not just some Joe Schmo with a blog. It's legit, and science is backing it, and it's getting there, people. But we're slow on the uptake for a lot of things as a society. So I want you to get ahead of the curve. Take things into your own hands. Yes, absolutely work with your doctor, but don't just depend on one path for your health. There are so many things that you can use as tools to balance and optimize your health. And I want to encourage you to do that. Work on your diet. Make better health food choices. You don't have to do those huge, crazy diets that people do. I'm not discounting them whatsoever. I totally believe in the Whole30 diet. I totally do. I've never done it. I'm actually currently doing, I haven't even told anybody this except for 2 people. I'm actually currently doing a modified version of that. So, even I still need some things, this is a next step in me getting to my optimal health. And, I just want to encourage you and let you know I'm here to walk with you. So having somebody to hold you accountable is a big deal when you're trying to do this stuff. Trying to do it on your own and alone without encouragement and support is virtually impossible. It is super, super, super hard. So I'm here if you need somebody to walk with you. I'm glad to do that. I've walked this journey, and I walked half of it alone anyway, other than the support from my husband, but he wasn't doing it with me. He was just like, go you. I'm so glad. But I'm more than happy to walk it with you and encourage you and support you along that journey. Whatever you need, that's what I'm here for. So that's my encouragement today. No big statistics, no big list of components, nothing like that. Only encouragement for you to take control of your health, to look into tools that are going to help you to feel better, and to stop accepting these things that don't feel great as your normal when they don't have to be. Everyone have an amazing weekend, and I will see you Monday. Haven't picked my topic yet, so we'll see. Be a surprise. Have a great weekend, everyone.